Welcome learners. Today we are talking about parts of speech. In this video, we have already talked about basic concepts of grammar such as sentence, phrases, clauses. In this video, we will cover parts of speech and brief definition of all of them. So let's start. So what are actually parts of speech? We use parts of speech to divide words into several categories so that we can make sentences and in short to make a language organized and uniform. You all should know that grammar is basically a logical or a reasonable study of grammar. It's like science of a language, in our case English. So grammar is about basic rules which helps us to understand any language so that we can speak and write in an effective manner. So let's move. Every part of speech has its own distinctive function to play in a sentence. So every part of a speech, these parts of the speech, they are like a division of words. In a sentence, you can see that one is noun, then there is verb, then we can have adjective, adverb also. So all of them has a different and distinctive function. In English language, there are 8 parts of speech. First and foremost, and the most important is noun. Noun is a word to denote a person, place, or a thing. Noun is basically anything, any object, any person, any place. It covers everything, even several abstract notions such as happiness. Although it's not an object, but it is termed as a noun. A person's name, any person, uh, we can say this example. Narendra Modi is India's current Prime Minister. In this sentence, Narendra Modi, he's a person, so the underlined portion is a noun. So he's a person, that's why he's a noun. India, it's a country, it's a nation, so it signifies noun. Prime Minister also is a noun. Any place, Australia, America, any city's name, any object, even abstract notion which we can't touch, which we can perceive, sadness, happiness, these are all noun. So noun is very easy to understand because it covers everything, most of the thing. Yes. Next comes adjective. Adjective is used to add something like a quality to a noun. So we have to understand that adjective is dependent upon noun. So it is like it follows a noun. We can understand this with examples. She gifted her a pink colored dress. In this sentence, this underlined portion, that is pink. Pink, we all know it's a color, so it's an adjective. It pink colored dress. So pink is adjective and dress and colored, they are noun. So without noun, adjective can't exist. You should keep this in your mind. Another example, it is very easy. He is an old man. So here we see that man is noun, and old, it qualifies noun. It tells us about the noun, that the man is old man. Old is adjective here. Okay. Note, it usually comes before a noun. So we have noticed this in both of these sentences, that adjective precedes noun. Adjective comes before noun. Yes, like all topics of grammar has this tendency of having exceptions. So exceptions, we do have exception in this case also. You might have noticed this in a poem where noun comes first and adjective comes later, in later part. So it is an exception. Basically, adjective comes before noun. Or there are some other cases like Raju is happy. Raju is noun and happy is adjective, but it comes later than noun, this happy. But we should understand the definition. If we understand the definition of adjective, even if there is an exception, we will be able to understand that it is an adjective. So you have to understand the concept, because only after understanding the concept you will be able to deal with exceptional situations also. So here we should note that Raju is happy. Raju, we know that he is a person, so he is noun. So Raju is happy. So happy is from this we know that Raju is happy. Raju noun, and what qualifies noun is adjective. So happy is adjective even if it comes after Raju, after a noun. So we can understand if we understand the concept. Another example, she is deaf. Same, she is noun, sorry, pronoun. So we will understand pronoun also, but in this case you have to assume that she here is a noun. She is deaf. It qualifies deaf. We know from this sentence that she is deaf. So it deaf, only she is deaf. Okay, it talks about she is a noun. Moving forward, pronoun. Pronoun, it is used in a place of a noun to avoid hassle speaking a particular noun again and again. Although it is in a simplified language, it is something we use in place of noun. But why do we use it? To make things much easier. We will understand with an example. Ram is the ideal son of Dashrath. Ram is the incarnation, avatar of Lord Vishnu. Ram's wife is Sita. By reading these three sentences, it seems a bit strange, because we are repeating Ram again and again, and this repetition, it's not something which we like. So to avoid this repetition, we have this concept of pronoun. Now we will again read these sentences and we will replace Ram with a pronoun suitable to it. Okay. Ram is the ideal son of Dashrath. He is the incarnation avatar of Lord Vishnu. His wife is Sita. Now this way of using pronoun in place of noun, it makes the sentence reading easier. We are able to recite the sentence in an easy manner. Okay. Some widely used pronouns are I, we, you, he, she, it, they, and etc. There are many more, but in this video we are covering these parts of speech. in a brief manner. We are talking we are basically knowing about these in concise manner. Next comes verb. It is used to convey an action. Verb is, in Hindi we call it kriya. It signifies action. Any work being done by a noun. A noun is doing any work, or something is being done to him, her. Okay, we will understand this with example. He works in a factory. Here underlined portion, works, it's a verb, because it, as we already know, that it is an action. Works. Also, Parul showed me her new purse. Showed, this is also verb. An action is being performed. Okay, note, you can determine a verb by checking if it has suffixes like es, s, ed, ing, etc. These suffixes are different from what we will learn later when we are talking about singular or plural noun, but first check if it is related to any action, as the words with suffixes do not mean that they are verbs. For example, here works, s is being used with work, so here it signifies singular present, and in this sentence we use ed with showed. It signifies simple past. Yes, so ed is used for that's how we will understand, we will judge whether a word is a verb or a noun. We will find if it has a function of being action performed, or it has a tense, it has ed or s in making it present tense and past tense. Moving forward, adverb. Adverb, it is a word to modify or add something to the meaning of a verb. Adverb, adjective, or another adverb. For example, she answered to their questions gracefully. Notice this sentence. Adverb is a little bit difficult than noun, verb, adjective. It is a relatively complex concept if we compare it with the previous parts of speech. So you have to understand this. You have to notice that in this sentence she answered to their questions gracefully. Here she answered to their question. Answered is being qualified by this word gracefully. So answered is a verb, so one which qualifies a verb is adverb, as we have read in the definition. So here we can see that this is qualifying a verb, answered. Also, li suffix is used to signify, most of the time, to signify adverb. Another example, Golu is very lazy. So here lazy is adjective and very is qualifying lazy. So now I imagine that you can understand this. So in concise, adverb is used to modify to the meaning of verb, adverb, adjective, or any other adverb. Okay, moving forward, preposition. It is used to link a noun's or a pronoun's relation with other aspects of a sentence. So it is used uh, to show relation between words in a sentence. For example, no, here no, here it should be written no one. Sorry, I made this mistake. No one offered me a chair to sit. Here, to show a relation between this chair to this sit is the word to. To is showing relation between both of them. So to is a preposition. Another example, I kept your watch on the table. Here, watch is being linked to the table with the word on. On is connecting these both. Some commonly used prepositions are, you have noticed these words before: in, of, on, to, from, at, over, out, up, with, etc. There are many more. The word preposition itself means to place it before something. So the word itself means that it is being placed before a word. Pre means before, position means that a place. So you can understand this by the word itself. So it usually comes before other objects. So you notice that here to comes before sit, on comes before the table. Yes, there are exceptions also. You should remember that in grammar, exceptions are always there. So you should be ready to deal with them. So you have to first understand the concept, then you can even manage to deal with exceptions. So here are the exception. We have this example here. Whom are you looking for? Here for is the preposition, but it do not come before any object. There is no word after for. So this is an exception, but you have to understand this for. But if you have seen these examples, and for is a preposition. So you have to understand the concept. The basic thing is this. Next we are going to talk about conjunction. Conjunction it's very easier to understand. Conjunction, it is used to join words to words or two or multiple sentences. For example, do or die. Here we have this sentence, do either do or die. So or is connecting both of the words. Another example, we won the match and we couldn't ask more from the Almighty. So here we have two sentences. One is we won the match, another is we couldn't ask more from the Almighty. So to join these two sentences, and is being used to join both of them. Some conjunctions are and, or, but, rather, even, etc. Basically, and, or, but, they are very prominently used. They are used very widely. Next come interjection. It is not used much nowadays because in this technological advanced age, we use emoji on smartphone in place of interjection. So first we will understand what is it. It conveys an abrupt or sudden emotion or feeling. So although in writing it is very difficult to show emotions, we can show emotions by the use of words, but some words they are used to show the emotions of being happy. They are used to show the state of being happy, sad, surprised. So we read the examples. Hurrah, I topped the examination. So here the person, he is celebrating the fact that he has topped the examination. Another is hush, the baby is sleeping. When we are reprimanding people to stay silent and make less noise because a baby is nearby us and he's sleeping, so we shouldn't disturb him, so we use hush. Some common interjections are hello, alas, hurrah, ah, oh, hush, etc. But nowadays we use emoji in place of interjection on phones to convey our emotions. You must be doing it. Thank you. It's the end of the slide. I hope you have understood something from this video. Thank you.